So this is a video we've been trying to get filmed for like 2 months, but we keep forgetting to do it. Anyway, where's the data at? Where's the data? There we go. This is a brand new primed 32 gauge Shaddai hull with 19 grains of little gun. The Claybuster AA 28 wad, the pink one. It just has the base, so that is our gas seal. It actually fits 32 gauge like a glove. It is .530, 1/8 inch of fiber cushion wad. 32 gauge hull as a sabot. So take a hull, you cut a section of it out that you need the appropriate height for a wad. And then you take a 1/16 inch section out of it this way, and you put them together inside the shell. It forms a wad essentially. Hope that makes sense. And then we have 5/8 ounce of number 4 bismuth. This says 3, but it's actually number 4. And ITX buffer roll crimp with a 1/2 inch clear bingo chip. That's all this is. I hope these pattern well. I've not seen anyone else do bismuth in 32 gauge. We've done it in 24. How do you think these are going to pattern, sir?
I feel like they're going to pattern really well.
I do too. That 32 gauge, which is sitting behind him over there, it does have a fixed full choke. It measures .493. 32 gauge is a .526 bore. And this gun patterns really, really well with buckshot. So here's hoping it patterns good with bismuth too. But guys, we're going to do these at 10 yards for, say, you're hunting rabbits, maybe squirrels. With bismuth, you don't want to use lead. And we'll do 20 and 30 for a bit longer range. We'll get into what I think is a good distance for a duck load. But anyway, check this out. We will be obviously offhanding these, not using the tripod for the camera today because we want to catch a chrono reading, and we come up with this. The part right here was a little bit too wide still for the center of the chrono, so Josh stuck a rolled up piece of paper right here, and it has really good support. It is at the right height for a chrono reading. Let's get into this. Alright, so we're at 30 over a chrono. Hopefully it reads it.
Yep, let's see what happens.
1271. Good speed for a bismuth duck load. Good speed for anything, really.
Looks great.
It does look great. Nothing wrong with that at all. So far, so good, guys. I hope it patterned good. 1271 FPS. That is not bad.
Move this up.
So, guys, that patterned a lot better than I thought it would. I thought we would at least see edge-to-edge coverage, but no, we don't.
Looks like we got, we'll call it 24 by, which I can see
some of them down there.
Basically to the bottom. It's still pretty covered. By 21 or 22.
It's not bad, guys. We'll call it 25 by 25, just counting the outside ring.
It's got fairly good coverage. I don't know about. Check that out. I don't want to knock it out of there too. You can zoom in on it and see it.
What is that?
That's one of the pellets.
Could have been a shattered pellet. Yeah, bismuth is prone to shatter. But guys, the density is not bad at all. It's actually pretty good for 30 yards and a 32 gauge. Only a 5/8 ounce load. Heck, you know what? I'd use that 30 yards for a duck. I'd totally do that.
Yeah.
I feel confident too. That is not bad at all.
Not at all.
At 20 and 10, it's only going to get better and better.
Right.
In theory, anyway. Let's see what it does. I'm happy so far. So the gun print's a little bit low, which we knew. So we have the paper to the ground now. We'll go to 20 yards and see how it patterns at 20. I suppose I'm ready.
Yes, you are. Go for it.
Oh. Okay, guys. Same shell here. We're at 20 yards, though. Alright, here we go. 1294. Very, very close to 1300. And I just know that had to pattern better than a 30. And 30 was already really, really good. 1250 FPS at 30 yards with bismuth. Number 4 bismuth is still... That's a duck getter.
Yep, let's walk around here and check out this duck
I can see the pattern. It looks beautiful.
It looks like a half-flat soccer ball.
I'll set the gun down right here.
We'll just keep using off-the-wall comparisons.
About the size of an inside of a toilet bowl.
Nah, I don't know. Maybe if you're
Nah, a
Andre
little
the
bigger.
Giant. That is a really good pattern, though.
You could get a duck with that if you wanted to, guys. What's the tape measure at right there?
Let me back up a fuzz here.
Step back around here.
There we go, guys.
I'll have to kneel down on these rocks. That's okay. Looks like I'll even measure the farthest pellet out. Right there. We have a, let's call it a 21 by 23. A 21 by 23. That's almost actually the same overall size as the other one, but the density is much, much better. Guys, I didn't expect this to pattern that well at all. Look, our original sheet of paper is still untouched. All right, let's take the third shot now at 10. Is it even worth doing at 10?
Well, yeah, we should be able to put it right here.
Yeah, though. Just stick it right here. Why not?
I'll take a piece of tape or something, and I'll separate that line there. That way we'll have a definite wave, just in case. But we'll get back with you right here in 1 second.
And again, guys, the density, excellent.
Painter. I'm
Yeah,
joking.
painter by trade.
Come on now.
I don't know what it is about 32 gauge, but it's definitely patterning better than a 28 or 410 by a lot.
Yeah.
It's a magic bore size. I don't know, guys.
I like number 4s.
Yeah, number 4 lead.
Yep.
It's a good size. Number 4 bismuth seems to be a really good size. 4 steel is a good size for duck. I don't know, guys. 32 is doing really, really well with just about anything we feed it. I forgot to show the haul from the last one, guys. It looks perfect too. And we're at 10 yards now.
Yep. Let's see what this one does. Are you ready?
Yeah. 1343.
I didn't have a single pellet cross that line neither.
No, that's the size of a basketball. That is impressive, guys. Of course, it is only 10 yards, but still.
Running old rabbit behind the beagle now, that'd be devastation on poor Mr. Cottontail.
I'm
How
sorry.
far are they out when they cross generally?
If that was out of focus, I'm sorry. But look at that, guys. We have a literal basketball size pattern.
That seems like a squirrel getting low too. Get below the tree, you ain't shooting no more than that up into the tree.
Right.
But it looks like we've got we'll call it a 10 by 14. 13
Yep.
and a half, 14, somewhere in there.
This one right here would, I don't know if you'd call that a flyer or not.
Now, look at the difference 10 yards make, though. Well, none of the pellets crossed into this. I put a blue line there. Y'all seen anyways to separate out the two patterns. So that's 20 yards, and that's 10. Take the time to sneak a little bit farther forward.
Yeah, I mean, even from 30 to 20, it didn't decrease the overall size too much, just a few inches. But it really, really made the density a lot better. And then going from 20 to 10, it like half the size.
That's a ridiculous pattern, and that's only 5/8 ounce of rather large birdshot pellet.
Yeah, it's just 5/8.
The density is just right there.
You could ditch the sabot or the wad, whatever you want to call it, and they were just cut up piece of a hull. Really, you could ditch that and do an 11/16 ounce load.
I think that cut up section of the hull has something to do with the magic, though.
Oh, it does for sure. I don't see any on the ground though anywhere. That's a 410 wad right there.
Well, there's a hole right there, so
yeah,
there should be one right here.
That might be the 28 gauge gas seal, though. The reason we use the 28 gauge gas seal is because it measures 530, and the inside of these holes is 530. It just happens to be the exact perfect fit. Found one. Right here. And if you look, you can see none of the pellets made it through. It is bismuth, so you ain't got to worry about that. But they didn't poke through the hole. Looks beautiful. Held up just fine. There is one of the 28 gauge gas seals. Let's see how it looks. Again, nothing wrong with that at all. We literally just used the bottom part of a Claybuster gas seal. There is a fly in my hand. Josh just smushed it. Yeah, everything's holding up just fine inside these. No issues whatsoever. Excellent pattern. Sorry for the out of focus. Yeah, guys, no complaints at all. I would totally use this to hunt ducks with. Not geese, but
what about
definitely
doves.
Doves, yeah, use number 6 bismuth, absolutely, or even number 7. Be great for doves. But here we can use lead for that stuff. I just stick to lead, but
Yeah.
man, I did not expect those level of patterns out of this gun. But you guys seen it just the same as we did.
It's even in. That's cool. You can even sit in the wood. War in the wood there.
Oh yeah,
That's
it,
kind of cool.
the gun has finish wear. We've never really showed this gun, I guess, up close. It looks like people have carried it right like that, and the finish is wore off right
You see
around that
the
area.
war like that.
Yeah,
Should make sense. I mean, it's kind of silly, but at the same time, it feels better to hold it like that, I guess. Which that's what it looks like though. Handprints in it.
yeah. It's a small frame, Stevens, too. It weighs exactly 4 pounds even. It's very, very light.
It's no wider than a Bic lighter.
Yeah. I have a small frame 28 too. Good comparison there, yeah. No
It's,
wider than a Bic lighter.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Caught that.
Overall, I mean, the gun is still in really good shape. A little bit of finish wear, but there's no pitting in the bore.
I'll say the bore's immaculate. In
30-inch full choke barrel. It's all original.
Still
No,
in its work clothes.
when I got it shipped to me, the wood was chipped off right here, and you can see the crack, I think, yeah. And the other side, it was chipped off there too. So shipping damage, but I glued it back on.
Yep. All in all, though, it is a really good looking old gun. Let's see if I can.
It's a really good shooting gun
It won't
too.
prop up, but anyways, I like it.
I do too. I to be honest, I really like 32 gauge. It's my favorite of the small bores, 24, 28, 32, 410. The 32 seems to pattern the absolute best.
28's my favorite.
Yep, you can just about match a 28 gauge. You can't go to 1 ounce, obviously, in this, but if you skip out using a wad and just load gas seal and fiber wad, then you can do a 7/8 ounce at like 1100 FPS. But guys, fun video. Thanks for watching. If you want to, check out the description below for the Patreon, merch store, Instagram, Rumble, all that stuff. Really helps us out. And, I mean, other than that,
Cue outro.
yeah.